Boring and sleepy, dreary and spiceless, Cutlass Keys exists purely to make sure no other settlement has to be considered the worst. On a serious note, while normally I would go into the deep lore of a settlement, and I promised before that I would cover Cutlass Keys, there just isn't much to go over with this location. So instead, we're going to keep this episode brief of talking about the residents and a few simple stories, and we're going to roast this place just a tad bit. And who knows, maybe Cutlass isn't the worst, and it actually connects to the greater story that is the lore of this new world. So yeah, Cutlass Keys is if you took First Light and Restless Shore, and then took away all the seasoning and spice and made it bland. I love New World. This game is definitely going to be one of my favorite games of all time, but there are parts of the game that, as of now, feel a bit hollow, and Cutlass Keys is the poster child of that. You have a location that is run by a bunch of pirates, but they just vibe in the settlement, have cooking contests, and go get buried treasure from ancient locations. Not bad, but we have a group of Captain Jack Sparrows running around the south down here.
Come to negotiate, eh? Have you slimy git? Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
While the rest of the island fights off hordes of hellish monsters. Just saying, falls a bit flat with that context. But that's alright. Let's briefly go over this ragtag group of role players. We got the Captain Antonia Lucian, the Coxswain Rosina Bryce, the Carpenter Felixon, my man Plute Swampy, the Cook, and a few more. This group washed upon the shores of Aeternum together, and upon discovering that they were immortal and could do so many things, they settled in the equivalent of the Midwest of Aeternum in terms of nothing to do, and are running around bragging,
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt.
So, what is going on in Cutlass Keys then? Most of the residents of the town are looking for money. Shilly Duffy, the quartermaster, constantly sends travelers out to search for treasure in the ruins of the ancients not yet touched by William Heron. Those who join in on this will be made an honorary crew member. On the flip side, Captain Lucian is worried about the corrupted down in the mines. The original Cutlass Keys fort was attacked by a wave of corrupted, and they had to abandon the site. They moved the fort to a new location, but it lacks good plans. At the very least, Lucian recognizes the people are too busy playing pirate to actually strategize, and hires outsiders to go get the plans to keep the location safe. So I guess you got one bright bulb in the land of dunces. Outside that, the only interesting things in Cutlass are the strange pirate tales. For example, there was a mystical coin that was said to be cursed. A man named Trust kept having it appear, and even when he tried to throw it away, it came back and haunted him with extreme bad luck. Eventually word got out, and his crew was attacked by another, a blessing in disguise as they no longer had the curse of the coin on them. Outside of that, Cutlass really is a pretty boring location. There's fishing competitions and cooks going at it for who makes the best food, and lots of role-playing for my fellow Dungeons & Dragons lovers. I guess the Marauders make up for it with their dope fighting arena, but otherwise, Cutlass Keys really doesn't bring us much information. But not every settlement can bring us insights like Windsward and Brightwood. So onwards I say, to the next lore chapter, the Exile Queen, Ebonscale.